بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to another informative lesson of English subject for grade 2. Yesterday we learned how to change a simple sentence into a question sentence, and now it is the part 2 of the same topic. Yesterday I told you that there are helping verbs in almost every sentence, but I told you that helping verbs are not present in every sentence. They are present in almost every sentence. Like there are some types of sentences where we don't see any kind of helping verb. So what are we going to do about that sentences? How are we supposed to change them into question sentences? So today in this lesson we are going to learn that. So students, there are a few types of sentences in which we don't find any kind of helping verbs. So for them we have changed rules. We have different rules for them to change them into a question form. Um, let's have a look at them. What are they? Now students, you can see that I have written a few sentences here. Let's read them. He likes to play football. He likes to play football. They go to the park daily. They go to the park daily. She wants to become a doctor. She wants to become a doctor. Now in this sentence you cannot see any kind of helping verb. There is no helping verb here. You cannot see he is, they are, she will, yeah, she, anything like that. So you cannot see any kind of helping verb here. So we will use a different method to change them into question. For that we will suppose that we have the helping verb do or does. Do or does. So in the given sentence we have he likes to play football. We don't have a helping verb and we need a helping verb. We want a helping verb. So we will look at the verb, the main verb, which is likes. Likes. So it already has S. So we will select this helping verb. We will select this helping verb. Okay. Actually, the do and does are the same helping verb, but we will take this as, we will write it here, so it become does in place of do. Okay, so look at this, likes will become like, and this s will go to do. So we will use this helping verb. Does he like to play football? Does he like to play football? Now did you see that there was no helping verb in the sentence? There was no is, no was, no will, have, has, had. So we had to decide what are we going to use here. So the first thing we had was like. So we selected one of the helping verb, which was does. We selected does because it has s and it also has s. It doesn't have any s, so we will not use this one. Okay, so does he like to play football? He likes to play football. Does he like to play football? Okay, the next thing is they go to the park daily. They go to the park daily. Now in this sentence we also have the same problem. We don't have a helping verb. There is no is, was, will, shall, have, has, had. So we have to decide one thing from these helping verbs. Only one thing from them. Now look at them. You cannot see any s or es. So we will select only this one. There is no S or ES, so we will select this one. So this is our helping verb and we will take it to the first position here. So do they go to the park daily? 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 Now in the next sentence you can see that she wants to become a doctor. You will tell me what helping verb are we going to select here. Are we going to use this one or that one? Wants. Wants. Very good. We are going to use does. Does. So does she want to become a doctor? Does she want to become a doctor? She wants to become a doctor. Does she want to become a doctor? Okay, the answer is, does she want to become a doctor? Does she want to become a doctor? Now, let's have a review of all these sentences, because after this, you have to change the simple sentences into question sentences. Now, when there is no helping verb and you see an S with the verb, then you will use does as helping verb, because whenever we are changing a simple sentence into a question sentence, we need a helping verb. We need a helping verb, just as we did yesterday. It is a pen. Is it a pen? So if we don't have a helping verb, we cannot make a question sentence. Okay, so here we have S, so we selected this, does. And in the same sentence, she wants to become a doctor, so we have S, again we use the same, does. Does she want to become a doctor? He likes to play football. Does he like to play football? She wants to become a doctor. Does she want to become a doctor? But here, look at this sentence. We don't have any S or ES. So we will use only this helping verb, do. They go to the park daily. Do they go to the park daily? Do they go to the park daily? Now look at these sentences. Now we will change them into question form. He plays hockey. She talks politely. I drink milk every night. They fight every time. Now in these sentences we don't have any helping verb as we had yesterday. Yesterday we had a lot of helping verbs. We had is, are, am, was, were, will, shall, and many others. But today we don't have any helping verb. But it is very important to have a helping verb for making question. So I told you that when there is S with the verb, you will select this helping verb, does. Does. He plays hockey. Does he play hockey? Does he play hockey? And now look at this verb. We have S again. So what are we going to select? What are we going to select? Very good. We will select the same helping verb again, does. She talks politely will become, does she talk politely? Does she talk politely? Now look at the next sentence. I drink milk every night. I drink milk every night. Now can you see any S here? No, we don't have any S here. So we will not select this helping verb now. We will select do instead. Okay. Do I drink milk every night? Do I drink milk every night? Do I drink milk every night? Last sentence is they fight every time. They fight every time. So what are you going to select for them? Do or does? Very good. We will select do because there is no S here. There is no S here. They fight every time. They fight every time. So we will select do. We will select do. Do they fight every time? Do they fight every time? Now there is one more helping verb which we can use for making question sentences, that is did. That is did. But to understand it better, I want to show you something before. Um, Look at this list. These are verbs. These are verbs. These are verbs. Now I'm going to read them. Shout, eat, play, talk, drink, fight, go, and run. We have used these verbs in our sentences just a few minutes ago. So I'm going to discuss them before teaching you the use of did. Students, you have learned the simple English because you are very little children. So you have used only the simple words of English. So these simple words are shout, eat, play, talk, drink, fight, go, run. Okay, but there are some second forms of these verbs, like second degree of degree, not exact degrees, but they are just a second form of verbs which are new for you. But when you see the second form of the verbs, you will use did. I told you when here is S, you will use does. When there is no S, you will use do. But if you see the second form of this word, you will use did. You will use did. Now I'm going to write the second form of verbs of all these verbs. These are the second forms of these words. Shout becomes shouted, eat becomes ate, play becomes played, talk, talked, drink, drank, fight, fought, go, went, run, ran. Now I told you whenever you see the simple form like this, you will just use do. They shout. They shout. Do they shout? I eat. Do I eat? We play. Do we play? They talk. Do they talk? But if you see S with them, she shouts. Does she shout? He eats. Does he eat? She plays. Does she play? It talks. Does it talk? He drinks. Does he drink? She fights. Does she fight? But if you see these verbs, like it has different words added with them, like shouted, played, talked, drink becomes drank. Drank is different word for you. When you see this different word, you will use did. Like I ate. Did I eat? Now, when you use did, you will use the first form. I ate. Did I eat? They played. Did they play? She talked. Did she talk? They drank. Did they drink? We fought. Did we fight? They went. Did they go? She ran. Did she run? So that was the reason that I wrote both of the forms here, because whenever you see this form and you add did into the question form, you will use this form. Let's practice them. Now these are a few sentences which we are going to change into question statement. With the help of these words, we will have a look at them and we will change them into question verb. The first thing that you have to notice that there is no helping verb. Again, no helping verb. But it is not a simple verb. There is no S here. So this is the second form of verb. We can see that this is the second form because of this change spelling. We can see that the spelling has been changed. Look at them. Play became played. Drink became drank. Eat became ate. So when there are change verbs, you will use did. You will use did. So they played hockey. They played hockey. Did they play hockey? I told you, whenever you are changing them into question form, you will use only one second form. Like you will use the first form, first simple form then. It is tricky. I know it is very difficult for you, but if you you watch this lesson again and again, you will get it. They played hockey. Did they play hockey? Did they play hockey? They played hockey. Did they play hockey? Did they play hockey? She drank milk. She drank milk. Did she drink milk? Did she drink milk? Now, they played hockey. Now this ed came here and it became did. It became did. So did they play hockey? Did they play hockey? Now she drank milk. So the change spelling came here and became did. Did. Did she drink milk? Now the change spelling came here and it became did. So she drink milk. Now original spelling of drink will be used here. She drank milk. Did she drink milk? We ate biscuits. Now what's the original spelling of ate? What's the original spelling of ate? Very good. It's eat. It is eat. So the change spelling will come here and it will become did. Did we eat biscuits? Did we eat biscuits? Did we eat biscuits? And the last sentence is they went to school. They went to school. They went to school. So what's the original form of verb? Original form of verb. Very good. It's go. Go. So the change spelling will become did here. Did they go to school? 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 The answer is did they go to school? Okay. Did they go to school? Now you have learned all the methods through which we change a simple statement into a question form. a simple question form. So I hope you learned a lot. There were some difficult concepts in this lesson, so I suggest that you listen to this lesson again and again so that you learn it properly. For your homework, I have decided that you write and learn these forms of verbs. Okay. After learning, you will record your answers so that I get to know that you have learned all of them. Shout, shouted. Okay, the answer for shout is shouted. Eat, ate. Eat, ate. Play, played. Talk, talked. Drink, drank. Fight, fought. Go, went. Run, ran. So you have to learn them and you have to write them in your neat copy. Learn and write them in your neat copy. I would suggest again, I advise you again that listen to this lesson again, repeatedly, because there are some complicated concepts in them. In order to understand them, you have to listen to them again and again. Thanks for your time.
اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما.